Tools for Master Mathematics by Amos Tarfa and Nathan Jerset. The book is divided into 3 sections. The first section focuses on what is mathematics. The same question that Leonhard Euler, the great mathematician, his name is on my shirt here, the great mathematician explained in his book, The Elements of Algebra, which is actually included in our curriculum. Leonhard Euler is considered one of the greatest mathematicians, ranked with Isaac Newton and Carl Friedrich Gauss. And he starts his book with the question, what is math? And that's what we do in our book as well. The second part of the book focuses on the aspect, a reference tool. That's the aspect of having a reference tool that students can go back to at any time to review if they've forgotten. For example, the laws of logarithms, the rules of exponents, they're all available to students in the second part of the book, as well as the properties of real numbers, a multiplication table, addition table, every tool that a student will need to flourish in algebra and beyond, as well as pre-algebra, is included in the second part of the book. If you email amosthestemguy@gmail.com, I would love to send you a copy of this book as well. Please feel free to subscribe to this channel and share with others as well. Tools for Mastering Mathematics. The third part of the book focuses on a list of topics that cover every topic that every student in every nation of the world at any time in history up until this point will need to know in order to do calculus. That's what the third part of this book is. So every topic kids learn from elementary school to middle school to high school to early college are all included here. And then we have resources, videos, textbooks that can guide the students along the way. So basically for every one of our students, we're setting them up to be able to do calculus with confidence. Whether they want to go into sociology or psychology, doesn't matter the field, we want them to do calculus and enjoy it in the process. That's what the third part of the book is about. So, we're starting from the beginning of the book. The summary of the book. Using the tools and resources we've been given to teach students to gain a love for learning that helps them to master the material that is presented. We want them to become lifelong learners and individuals who make an impact in an age where people constantly ask about the relevance of the material that they're learning. These articles in the book are written to math teachers, students, curriculum writers, administrators, and anyone who is willing to help students excel in mathematics and beyond. We want to connect with individuals who enjoy doing mathematics. By getting this material, you are now in touch with a group of individuals who enjoy doing mathematics. We want you to send your questions and concerns, and we'll provide the extra resources you will need to excel in mathematics and more, and much more. Part 1, a philosophy of mathematics. What is mathematics and how should students excel in it? We will look at different metaphors to describe math. We will talk about the Nigerian math curriculum that I grew up with. We'll talk about what the sequence in America is, what is unique about mathematics, how will this program help students make a difference, why should we teach math differently, fundamental principles that need to be taught in mathematics, ways to get students interested in learning mathematics, why should you excel in math or why should you want to excel, and then we'll talk about ways to excel, why do we practice problems in math, the Math Ambassador program, which I still hope to accomplish over time here. If students master the material before the school year is up, what should we do? And then I have some notes on inspirational mathematics and thoughts for teachers. Introduction. This is an article and a book about learning and mastering principles in mathematics. It also gives teachers some ideas that could be used to inspire students as they proceed in their education. One of the things our students need today is math coaches, people who are willing and ready to inspire them to excel. For some students, math is not exciting. They sometimes think that they're incapable and that math is just too hard. In this article, I want to show how math can be used as a tool to help students excel in academics and beyond. Math is a fascinating subject, just like many other subjects. However, many students do not know what math is or how they're supposed to excel in it. So they conclude that there's nothing fascinating about mathematics. Many people never get to see what math really is and why they should appreciate it. People appreciate many other subjects, but then they either despise or give up trying to master mathematics. My goal is to show how a better understanding of mathematics can help students appreciate it more. If they appreciate it more, they are more likely to seek ways to master it. I agree people can master it without appreciating it, but this does not always happen. What is this thing called mathematics? Metaphors that could be used to describe mathematics. Mathematics deals with patterns, as well as many other things. Mathematics is a field of study that deals with concepts, numbers, variables, critical thinking, relationships, and problem-solving skills. I've decided to use some examples to describe what this thing mathematics is. Number one, mathematics is a sport or a game with rules. Mathematics is like a sport or is a sport with a game with rules. It has rules, techniques, lessons, and it challenges you to grow. The rules in basic mathematics remain the same and are precise. Anytime a student gets a math problem wrong, they should ask themselves, what rule did I break? What principle did I misuse? Math is not a guessing game, so one should pay attention to every rule that is discussed. Students should remember to seek mastery in every concept discussed. Just like in any game, mathematics studies patterns, and we succeed when we understand the patterns. The book Peak by Dr. Anders Ericsson, by the way, gives a very good description on this, and he talks about deliberate practice, which is a very important skill that will help any student to master mathematics. Number two, math is like riding a bicycle. In 1999, I learned to ride a bicycle. It involved practice and hard work. I had to learn different things, how to turn, how to stop moving, and so on. Math also involves learning principles like addition, subtraction, multiplication tables. This is the first thing they have in common. The second thing is that if you stop riding a bicycle for a period of time and then you start it later, you will not have to start from the very beginning. This also happens in mathematics. I'll encourage students to keep practicing regularly though. If for some reason students do not have contact with formal mathematics lessons, we have to remember that we do math every day informally. Once they have mastered a subject, it will probably be easier to relearn it when the time comes, if they had mastered it in the first place. Students can review the material and they will start remembering that they mastered the concept in the past. Students need to remember to do corrections to the problems that they get wrong. Even if a student got a 98% on a test, the corrections will be helpful for them later on. Number three, studying math is like building a house. You need a solid foundation, and then you need to master principles in every section. The foundation of a house is very important. Students should seek to master the concepts that you are taught because they will need those concepts when they move to the next layer. Number four, math is like a tool which can be used to derive more tools. You can think of the first set of topics in mathematics as tools which will be used to derive more topics later on. Students should make sure that their tools are always in good shape so that they can create more tools when the need arises. That's kind of what happened with calculus and differential equations. Isaac Newton gave us the keys to deeper levels of understanding of mathematics because of what he did with calculus. Number five, math can actually be like an art. You are allowed to be creative in math as long as you obey the rules that govern the problems you're solving. Here's an example from trigonometry, and I will do a video description of some of these later on. When you are asked to find the missing length of a 45-45-90 triangle, which is called a special triangle by some textbooks, you can use your knowledge of this special triangle to solve the problem, or you can use the Pythagorean theorem. You can use a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So you can either use the knowledge of 45-45-90 triangles, which can be derived by drawing a square, and then you can derive the 45-45-90 triangle, or you can use Pythagorean theorem or Pythagoras theorem. So notice there's two different ways to solve the problem. I have given you two options, but you will notice that you can also use a third option, which is using sine, cosine, and tangent to find the missing side. So you can use trigonometric ratios, you can use Pythagoras theorem, or you can use 45-45-90 triangle explanation. Whatever approach you use, we can use any of these approaches. Whatever one you use, seek to be consistent and make sure that you follow the rules. If math can be described with the terms I have listed above, I find it interesting that people can choose to dislike such a beautiful field of study. Mathematics is an exciting field, and I hope more students can see what math is so they appreciate it and learn more about the wonderful design in our universe which God has made. As they better understand math, they can excel in certain aspects of science as well. If you like my math curriculum, please reach out to Amosthestemguy@gmail.com. Take care and have a blessed day.